Have you noticed that, like so many people in the world actually have noticed that a year ago, a dollar, 5 years ago, a dollar went further than it does today, like on your everyday purchases, like, and your utility bills, anything that you spend a dollar on today, 5 years ago, it went just a little bit further because things were a little bit cheaper 5 years ago. Now things have gotten kind of out of control. Now the price of things are starting to come down just a little bit. They've eased up and they're coming down just a little bit. But even though they have, it's still higher. The price of things are higher now than it was 5 years ago. So that just means that your dollar doesn't go quite as far. Now, how can you fix that? Well, you can't control the price of things going up. That's worldwide. That's uh, the economy itself. The supply and demand. Whatever they want to call it. You can't control that. But what you can do is you can find a way, and there are ways to be able to keep some of the money that you spend on a regular basis. Now, I'm with a company called Save Club. Save Club only started about 5 or 6 weeks ago, um, and it is an affiliate marketing company. It is a way to not only save some money on your everyday purchases, on everything that you buy, that you spend a dollar on, anything and everything. There's over 1 million retailers around the world. This company operates in 150 countries around the world, besides just the United States. And with that, uh, the 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 power to give us more and more and bigger discounts than just being able to go to the newspaper and get a coupon out of the mail or out of the newspaper, you know, that, where you can save like 25% if you come in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, for example. You get 25% coupon. Well, guess what? The retailer that put that coupon in the paper had to pay the newspaper or the online or however you got it, whether it came through the mail, they had to pay up front to have that sent to you so you could come in and save 25%. Now, that's all good and well. I mean, you're saving 25%. But with Save Club, the retailer doesn't pay Save Club up front for anything. The only thing that the retailer has to do is honor the discount that they offer to our members. And what do I mean by that? Well, I needed to make a purchase. My wife and I travel a lot, as you've probably seen in some of my other videos, and we needed some new luggage, and we wanted the hard shell luggage, and on the four wheels. We had the old traditional cloth luggage on two wheels, and one of the wheels broke, and we decided that if anything ever happened to it, we would buy some new luggage and we would get the hard shell, which is what we've been wanting for a while, and just didn't want to spend the money. Well, now our wheel broke, so I went into my deals in my back office and started looking, and Walmart popped up, and I was like, well, let me look at Walmart real quick because that's right down the road. So this was the Saturday before Memorial Day, and so I went in there. My wife and I we picked out the luggage set that we wanted and ordered it in the color. They had multiple colors. Well, it was a $400 set of luggage, and Walmart had a flash deal of up to 65% off. That wasn't available to you. It's not available to you or anybody else, the general public. It is available through my deals and Save Club. And so I wound up buying this set of luggage for $125, which means that I saved $275 off of that set of luggage. So we're both really excited about that. But throughout the month of May, whenever I first joined at the very beginning, throughout the month of May, I was able to, counting the 275, I was able to put over $550 or keep $550 in my bank account. by the end of the month. I had an extra $550 left in my account that I wouldn't have had if I didn't have Save Club, because I would have spent it. You know, I was spending it anyway, but through the discounts that are available through Save Club, the things that I was buying anyway was available. It was in there. And I say all that to say that to join Save Club, if you want to be an affiliate and earn some extra money, you're going to pay $80, less than $100 for the first month. $60 of that gets you your back office with your landing pages, your website, your link. There's a link below this video at the end. After you've watched this video, please click on that link and watch the 6-minute video from the founder of the company explaining the company and the concept behind it, and go ahead and sign up. You know, you can lock your spot in for free today, and you don't have to actually join today. I encourage you to do so, but if you lock your spot in, at least you're locked into the position in the matrix until next Friday, which is the cutoff date. And your spot's going to always be there. But the people that come in after you in our company, if they decide to upgrade before you, then they're going to kind of leapfrog over you. Now, this is a 2x16 forced matrix, the way this pay scale works. And I like that better than anything I've ever done. I was in a unilevel and I was in a bi-level, or binary, I should say. And, you know, and that sounds good. They make it sound really good. But like the binary, the unilevel, I never really grasped that one. All I know is that you had to sponsor a boatload of people just to get paid. The binary, it's almost on the same way. You only got 2 levels, right? You got one leg that you build, and then the other leg is people up above you. They fill that leg up. Well, I was in a company that had a binary program, and there was 90,000 points in the leg that my upline, everybody upline for me was building. And on my leg, the one that I was having to build, I had like 10,000 points. And I wasn't making the full potential, you know. So all these people that were going down in the one leg, the power leg as they called it, I wasn't getting paid on them, because you got to match that in order to get paid the full potential. So I had 10,000 points. So I was making a little bit, but I wasn't making as much as I should have. Now I was building it up and it was getting bigger, but COVID happened, because in March of 2020, COVID hit, and whenever it did, I had made it to Emerald in that company, and was just on the verge of making Diamond, and I didn't need that much to hit the Diamond level, and I was working on it, and I felt like I was going to get there in April of 2020, but March of 2020, COVID hit, and that knocked everybody out of business just about. So that went by the wayside. So I didn't do anything else until 2022, December of 2022. A buddy of mine shared, the same guy I was in business with the other company, shared Live Good with me, and I got involved with Live Good. He said, this is a 2x16 force matrix. And I said, no, that doesn't work the same way as the binary does it. He goes, no. He goes, it's a 2x16 forced matrix, meaning that anybody and everybody, whether you put them in or anybody else puts them in, goes in your downline or in your matrix, you're going to get paid on them on a monthly basis. Now, granted, it was only 25 cents per month per person when they made their membership fee, I should say. Sorry, I got distracted by his truck driving by. But anyway, it doesn't matter who put them in or where they're at. And there's not one leg that's going to be stronger than the other, because it's a matrix. So it means it goes from left to right. So when people in your upline put people in the matrix, and you have what they call spillover, and it comes down into your matrix, then it's going to fill your matrix up. But then when you sponsor somebody that goes crazy and starts bringing people in all over the country, that's going to help fill your matrix up as well. In the beginning, I signed up 7 people with Live Good, and that was it. I was working at the time, and I didn't do any more. I just signed up 7 people because a couple of those, took off, and I thought, well, I'll let them build the business for me, and then I'm getting ready to retire in a year, which was a year ago this month. So it was 2 years ago that I was in Live Good, or that I got in Live Good. I'm still in Live Good, still getting a monthly check from them, which is nice. And I'm getting weekly checks once in a while from the people that I sponsored that are sponsoring more people. So, but anyway, I get a matching bonus, and my matrix bonus, for example, is probably maybe 25% of what I make on a monthly basis. 75% of what I make is matching bonuses off of the people that I brought in the business. Now, I told you I only brought in 7 people in the beginning, right? 3 of those got me to my first promotion, uh, and 2 of those people got me to my second promotion in Live Good. Well, I also told you I hadn't done anything with it since I started back in December of 2022. I've got over 30,000 people in my matrix, and I'm excited about that because every month I don't make a whole lot of money, but every month I make enough to make my house payment and pay my utilities, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. Not to make any disclaimers or anything about guarantees of income with Save Club, but Save Club is a matrix 2x16 force matrix, and it works on the same principle. Well, I've already built one matrix. I've even got diamonds in my matrix in Live Good that are down on my 4th level. But my point is the Save Club matrix is the same thing. And I got involved with Save Club at the beginning part of May, and as I mentioned, I saved over $550 in the month of May. I kept that in my budget. Well, I sponsored a few people because the way our plan works is, it's $80 for the first month. I never did finish telling you that, but it's $80 for the first month, and then it's only $19.97, less than $20 month after month after that for your membership. And that membership allows you to do so much, and it helps you keep a bunch of money in your budget. So my point is that $20 a month. Would you spend $20 a month if you could save 300 or 400? You know, you're trading a $20 bill for keeping $300 in your bank account, or $400 in your bank account. To me, that sounds like a win-win. Whether you get in the business to build it, or just get in the business to save. I prefer people to get in the business to build because the money is incredible. I mean, when you see the pay plan and you see the possibilities there. I shared this business with, or shared the concept with 7 people in Live Good, and I have over 30,000 in my matrix, and I haven't done anything with it, and that's consistent month after month. Well, Save Club is going to do the same thing, except for we're going to get 50 cents per person in Live Good that's in our matrix. Well, guess what? My upline has already had spillover because a couple of people in my upline are on the leaderboard, and they're number 3 and number 6 on the leaderboard, with Live Good. So they've got collectively between them over 250 people that they have put in their matrix. Well, as I mentioned, it's a 2x16 forced matrix, which means that only 2 people on your first level, and then everybody else that you sponsor has to go down in your matrix, and that's called spillover. Well, I've got some of that spillover from my upline, and I'm excited about that. And I've already brought in a few people, and one of the persons that I brought in has already brought in a few people. And just like how Live Good started, it started out a little bit slow in the beginning, but it's momentum, and it started building, and it started building. And next thing here I am. So anyway, there's a link below this video. Please click on that link. Go ahead and secure your spot because you can pre-enroll and secure your position in the company because we're just getting started. The first month, we've already put in over 10,000 people. The company has already, just over the past 3 weeks, just paid out over $350,000 in commissions. The money that I spent to get in the first month back at the beginning of May, I spent $80 to get in. I've already gotten more than that back in commissions. Plus, I've saved $550 for the month of May. So, am I excited? Yeah, I spent $80 and I've already made several times that, back. And we're just beginning. This is just beginning. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't miss the boat. You know, uh, don't look back and say, man, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. I wish I did. I wish I hadda. Because I promise you, if you don't get in now, a year from now, you're gonna be like, man, I should have got in back then. So don't put yourself in that position. It's $80 for crying out loud. Just do it. And but that's it. That's all I got. Just please click the link below. Go ahead and watch the video, and go ahead and pre-enroll. Put in your name and your email address, and that secures your spot. And that's free. And when you decide to upgrade, you can upgrade at any time and become either a member, or you can become an affiliate and member. I encourage you to become an affiliate and member because it's only $80, like I said. But if you don't start, you'll never know what could have happened. Don't look back a year from now, like I said earlier, and wish that I had started something, because how many times have we done that in the past? So, but anyway, there's a subscribe button down below this as well. If you would, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to build my YouTube presence. I haven't done this before. I was always working before. Now I'm retired.